Recording in progress.
Hi everyone. Today we talk about the biology IGSC. Today we talk about biology IGCSC. Today we will start with revising or with the revision notes of the first chapter. And there is 21 chapter in biology IGC. We start with the characteristics and classification of living things. Let's start. Here it is. Here we start with it. Then now we need a complete here biology IGC. First with the mouse. Here, as I said, we start with the characteristics and classification of living organism. Now we start. That is very important. Here we need to understand. We need to understand something that is important. So I need to share a whiteboard now. 1 minute. Here it is. We have something called now movement. No problem. Let's say it is movement now. Firstly, movement. So we have something we need to write. A minute, please. Mrs. Green. Here's something called as Mrs. Green. 1 minute. Mrs. Green. 1 minute. I need to erase something that is important to erase. Let's write it again. I am sorry for that. That we need as to now we discuss about the 7 characteristics that is important was in this chapter. First one is about movement. So we start in Mrs. Graham by movement. Second is inspiration. So here it is the sum for the movement. We have 2R. Why? The one of them will be for respiration, and the second one will be for the reproduction. Here's sensitivity. Sensitivity. The G is for the growth. E excretion. As now we know that we will know the definition of each one, but when we go further, we will know about excretion in human itself as a lesson. Nutrition, respiration, reproduction, movement, everything we know about it. Okay, I hope that you understand. So E is for excretion, N is nutrition. Nutrition. Here, there's 7 characteristics that we said about the 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 non-living things or non-living organism don't have it. All the living organisms have these 7. And there are some differences between breathing and respiration, but not now. We will discuss about it later. So let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation now. Here it is. The movement. Action by an organism or part of an organism causing a change of position or place. Here, let's go back 1 minute. Is an action. Every living organism will walk, will move. The plant also moves. The plant also move. Oh, I am sorry. If you don't understand the 1 minute, let's get better. As you know, plant will not move as the human or as animals, for example. Animals move easily. They will move, walk, run, jump, jog, everything. But the plants have the part of their organism, the part of an organism will move. For example, sunflower, the leaves go toward the sun. Mean if the sun is in the east, they would go toward the east. Okay, there is no sun, and also every organism will move, but sometimes we cannot see their movement. Okay, I hope that you understand the meaning of an action. Let's go get it back 1 minute. I hope that you understand the first meaning. Actually, an organism, part of an organism causing a change of position or place. Respiration. Here, respiration, we need something that we can get energy. Here our importance is about energy. Okay. Here, what we need to talk about is energy. Here, our importance, how can I take energy, for example? How can we get energy from a food I eat? So here, by the help of respiration, they will break out the nutrient molecules and we get the respiration that is important, the energy that is important for playing, for sitting, for walking, for everything in our life. We need respiration. Why? Because without respiration, we cannot have energy. We eat, but how I can take out the energy from the food or from the nutrients that I eat only by using the respiration method, which will be discussed furthermore in the chapter 12 in IGC aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So the chemical reaction that break down nitrogen molecule in living things to release energy. So the important thing, the major importance of respiration is to release energy. Okay, so we have some chemical reaction. There is chemical reaction done by the body itself to break down the nutrient molecule in living things. Sensitivity, ability to detect or sense change in the environment stimulant to make responses. For example, an animal is in danger. For example, deers, or for example, some kind of animal like chameleon. Chameleon, if it is feel that it is in danger, what if it is in danger? What it will do to change its color? To change its color. Okay, that's all. So here it responds to an danger in its life. If there is an animal wants to the chameleon to change its color. So this is one of the sensitivity. Now growth. Now we need to know, or we need to understand the meaning of a growth. This 1 minute. Let's put an Kate. We discuss the meaning of movement, inspiration, sensitivity. Now we will go with growth. Now don't go with the whiteboard, as we need to know the specific meaning and discuss it and understand it in the same way. Growth, permanent increase in size and dry mass by an increase in cell number or cell size or both. So now you will be when you're born, you will be a baby. Then you will grow up until you be an adult. Then now the size and the dry mass. Now the dry mass is you will measure the mass of the body without water. Dry mass, that is the mass of the body without water. Meaning, for example, if the mass of the body is 60 kilogram, okay? If the mass of the body is 60 kilogram, now, without the dry mass, I need to measure the dry mass. Now the dry mass, we subtract the water mass. For example, let's say the water mass is 20 kilogram. We say that the water mass is 20 kilogram. I will write the chemical. I need to subtract the 60 from the 20, okay? So when I subtract, I will get the number of 40 kilogram. Okay, that's all. Now, I hope that you understand the growth meaning, or what is meant by growth. Everything can be suitable. Now, reproduction is a kind or process that make more of the same kind of organism. I mean, a process that make more child of the same kind of organism. Okay. So there's two types of reproduction, which we will discuss about them in the next lessons, but not now. I mean, it is far further. Not now. We need to finish the first 15 chapter, then we start with the reproduction. So now, I hope that you mean that a process make between two parents, between two from the same kind of the organism to produce more of the same kind of organism. Okay, this is a reproduction. That is one. So we finish now 5, which they are movement, spiration, sensitivity, and also growth and reproduction. Now we talk about excretion and nitration. Now excretion means the excretory system. But now what do you mean by excretion, for example? Firstly, we need to understand this. Remove from the waste and metabolism and substance and excess requirement. That's 3 points. The toxic material, like for example, carbon dioxide, waste production metabolism, which is what the body produce. Oh no, toxic material like the toxic materials and also waste like carbon dioxide waste product substance in excess of requirements means substance you have the body have a substance in a sufficient requirement there is some excess an excess requirement so it will excrete it so the body will be more efficient for the other chemical processes without any virus. Yeah. I hope that you understand excretion. Now, nutrition, when I talk about nutrition here, I will talk about the digestive system, for example. It is taking in nutrients for containing that which are organic substances. They will be organic substances, such as mineral ions that have phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, and others, containing raw materials or energy for growth and tissue repair, absorbing and assimilating them. So they well for growth, what we needed for the tissue repair, meaning if you have if you repair your skin, for example, you need time for the tissue repairing, and there will be that here the cells or the tissue will die, then there will be new tissue that will come here. So then they will start to repair. Then I will absorb the mineral ion that the body needs. Then I will simulate them by using the liver, which we'll be discussing. Moreover, I hope that you understand that. Now let's move to the next part of this lesson. Mrs. Gren, as I said to you, Mrs. Gren is a short form for the 7 characteristics for that is shared between them. All living organisms, as we said. And from movement, do you see that? From movement, 1 minute. Here, do you see movement? Here, the movement. The movement from, so they take the first letter M. Okay, so now we make the M, then respiration. Respiration, they take the first letter R, so we start with Mr. with the sensitivity as Mr. Mrs. Gren with the growth and development, but they get growth. Then reproduction, excretion, nitration, the first letters from each one, then we have Mrs. Gren. Now we need to understand something called as concept and use of classification systems. But I hope that you understand in this 15 minutes what I want to say about the 7 characteristics of living. For now, I need to say goodbye, and in the next sessions we will discuss about the other subtitles in this class one. Goodbye for now.